This is the Aurora Talentum fountain pen. As you can see, it's kind of similar in appearance to a pen I've reviewed before called the 2. Chrome cap, you can see obviously the blind cap here is a little bit wider on the chrome. Has a better pin clip, or I guess more distinctive pin clip with that bulbous end there versus the 2 that's just a little more simple. But the big difference is actually in the nib on these two fountain pens, and obviously the price, which is kind of derived from the nib. So I'll take a look and I'll show you. You can also see there's a little step up here into the ring on the top of this Talentum fountain pen, and a little S curve to this pretty flexible pin clip. And also it's a black resin body with a little chrome blind cap here at the end. If we unscrew it to kind of show you the nib itself, it is 14 karat gold. So you can see that it's a little bit of an oversized fountain pen. I'm going to try to see if I can make that just a little bit clearer. Focus was off a bit. So there you go. It's 14 karat gold, like I said, oversized nib. And the nib appears to be exactly the same nib, just rhodium plated, as this is the Aurora 88. So if I were to show these side by side, you can see how they appear to be the exact same nib. Both are absolutely excellent writers, but the 88 here hasn't been rhodium plated, so it still has that gold color, same sort of pin clip look to it. But you can take a look here at the section. This is a converter or cartridge fountain pen, unlike the 88, which is piston only. So it makes it convenient for those of us who like to ink converters or cartridges. It's an excellent writer. The only thing I don't like about this pen, number one, is fingerprints, which are already starting to show up a little bit on this chrome cap. But when you post it, it is top heavy, so all of the weight in this chrome cap rides here in the end of the cap itself, so it gets a little heavy while you're writing. It does post well in terms of it doesn't chatter or want to wiggle off. It's just that it's heavy and it kind of ends up with a little bit of hand fatigue. So let me just give you a short little writing sample here. Sorry, it's a little sloppy. So this is the Aurora Talentum fountain pen. It's a little bit of a wet writer, not overly so. This is the medium nib. It's a pretty thick line for a medium, you can see that, and it's a bit of a wet writer. It does feather ever so slightly on the page, but nothing that you can't deal with because it's not horribly bad. It feathers more on thinner paper, obviously, that picks up the ink a lot quicker and spreads it into the fibers of the paper. I noticed that when I was writing in the journal. But it is an excellent writer. In fact, it's just as good a writer as the 88, which I'm in love with. The difference is the 88 is all resin, and it's very well balanced, so it posts really well. And obviously there's an ink window here too. But in terms of how they write, the nib and feed appear to be the same, and they feel the same in the hand. It's just that I'm a poster. I like to post the cap on the back, and this Talentum fountain pen just isn't good for that. So if you have any more questions or want to see a more detailed review, you can check it out on my website at bestfountainpen.com.